It was at this moment, while watching this video, that I knew Big Boy Pants Golf had gone past the point of no return, and there was no turning back. We've all heard the saying, never meet your heroes. Why should you never meet your heroes? Because it is unwise to seek personal acquaintance with people whom one has regarded with high esteem, as they often fail to fulfill one's expectations, resulting in disappointment. But there is no saying regarding hearing an ex-hero's opinion about the LIV Golf Tour. In this episode of Big Boy Pants Golf, we're going to review this video by Matt Walter and learn some harsh life truths, but some sweet LIV ones.
What's happening, guys? So here we are again talking about LIV and PGA Tour and all that stuff, and I've just again have felt compelled to talk about it one more time.
I think we can all agree, when the Matt Walter golf story is told in Hollywood, Matt will be played by Matthew McConaughey. It's awesome that the golf YouTube community is kind of forming this hive mind where we put down our fun videos about swing tips and golf equipment and do these videos on the LIV Golf Tour.
Zach and I went off to the International where the LIV stop is going to be this Friday.
By Zach, he means Zach, I hit amazing stingers, Radford. Zach Radford is so good at hitting a stinger that when he's traveling in bear country, he doesn't bring bear spray. He brings a 4-iron and 2 golf balls.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because it's 54-hole events, yada, yada, yada. Some people apparently on tour like to make fun of.
This is a key bit of information that will be relevant later because a lot of the haters of the LIV Golf Tour make fun of the 54-hole format.
Let me lay something out for you.
The following part is actually taken from the middle of Matt's video. But for the purposes of this video, I'm bringing it up to the front right now so we can look at it together. It's like watching the movie, knowing the ending, and then watching the movie again, and then picking up a lot more points. You gotta trust me on this one.
The fact that some of these tour players can't see the fact that all these opportunities that are shifting around on the tour is not directly because of LIV Golf. They need to make an acknowledgement of it. And honestly, I'm disappointed in Freddie Couples. The amount of trash talk he's put on people going to LIV is absolutely ridiculous.
This is the moment in the video. I need to play it again.
And honestly, I'm disappointed in Freddie Couples. I mean, the amount of trash talk he's put on people going to LIV is absolutely ridiculous.
I'm so glad that Matt also recognizes that Fred Couples is out of control. He's out of his lane with his commentary. This is Freddie's most recent masterpiece. To all my friends who I missed birthdays and weddings, so sorry. I was busy earning a living on the PGA Tour, and in my line of work, the goal is to earn your way to work weekends. And by weekends, I mean 72 holes. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Way to quote Demi Lovato. Remember, the context of this tweet is that Freddie is bagging on Cameron Smith, who said that he wants to be at home more in Australia. And we'll also keep in mind that for 3 years, Cameron Smith didn't return to Australia because of COVID. So because he's prioritizing his friends and family, now this is suddenly a bad thing that the PGA Tour tries to make Cam Smith seem like he is soft or something. Freddie Couples, what are you doing? So yes, Freddie Couples criticizes the 54-hole format like a snarky 13-year-old girl right before she makes a TikTok video. But he plays on the senior tour, which is comprised of 54-hole events. I don't know who this Freddie Couples is anymore. This isn't the 1992 Masters winner. It's like Freddie got bit by Jay Monahan and now is some kind of zombie version of himself that you can't trust anymore. You got to keep him shackled up so he doesn't bite other people. We already know that Davis Love has been turned into a little Jay Monahan zombie, but that wasn't entirely unexpected. That guy never had a good personality. But Freddie, this one hurts.
tour would have never have made the changes they're making right now without LIV. And that's...
Have any of the tour players so far said, yes, thank you, LIV Golf Tour, thank you, Phil Mickelson? I'm still waiting for that. And it's crazy, in particular, how Freddie has gone after Phil Mickelson. At the end of June, Freddie said about Phil, I don't think I'll ever talk to him again. Freddie, are you listening to Taylor Swift songs? Are you feeling empowered from listening to Demi Lovato and Taylor Swift? That music's for females. It's meant to empower women, not 62-year-old men. Freddie said about Greg Norman, nobody has liked him for 25 years. That's almost like an Adele song. Nobody would refer to low self-esteem Adele rather than current Adele. All PGA Tour golfers right now should be burning incense candles in Phil Mickelson's honor. Something vanilla or cherry scented. This guy has changed golf. But instead of getting appreciation, you got guys like Freddie Couples going off on him, trying to make him feel like an outcast. We are in upside down world.
Proven. Because they've only made the change since LIV has launched. So with that being said, here's what I think, right?
In this post, we can truly see how salty Freddie Couples has become. It seems like he's resentful of other guys getting easy money or something, when remember, Freddie Couples was known as the king of the silly season. He made tons of money in goofy events at the end of the year.
I understand the argument about the money from the PGA Tour, how you got to earn what you take. That was what drew me to the sport, for crying out loud. Do I think it's fair that a guy who misses the cut makes no money? No, I think that...
Preaching to the choir, Matt. It never made sense when you think about it, that these guys would have an off week and miss the cut. Now, didn't end up with zero money. They ended up in the negative because they had to pay their caddy and other expenses.
Pressure, especially on rookies, that you get your car, congratulations, you're guaranteed nothing, and you have an impossible task ahead of you that some succeed, most don't, that you have to play against veterans who've played these courses dozens of times, and you have to figure it out in your first week on how...
This is a very relevant point. These guys, rookies, start out way behind the curve. They don't have any money. They don't have the physios. They don't have the knowledge of the courses.
I'm going to go through the press release that was launched last week about what, Manahan thinks is the right response, which is a copycat. I still think he needs to go if PJ...
Jay Monahan has to go. This has to become a movement. So again, I did not want to make this video. But we do know that our phones are taking in information about us. And so magically, this video pops up on my YouTube feed today. The YouTube algorithms knew I would like this video just when I needed to be given that little extra push. Getting this video at this time is like YouTube telling me, you have to make this video. Though I didn't want to. The world needs it now. When did Freddie Couples go from boom boom to boomer? Here's one little theory that Big Boy Pants Golf is starting right now. Notice how in this tweet that Freddie seems to be triggered about missing weddings. But here's one wedding he didn't miss back in March, and it was his own. He's married a much younger woman who's potentially listening to Demi Lovato, Avril Lavigne, and Taylor Swift songs. And these songs are burrowing into his head like an earworm, and he's having an adverse reaction. And these songs are causing him to lash out at others. Hurt people hurt people. Which female artist or artist do you think that Freddie Couples is listening to right now? I'm betting it isn't the Spice Girls, because they would never leave you this salty. Well, now that you brought up the Spice Girls, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Subscribe.